a fun place to explore.
I'm so glad Mother called English back to the country for a few days.
I'm going to love staying here with the old professor, isn't he a dear?
Yes, but I'm not sure I feel about that housekeeper of his.
Please remember to always stay out of my way.
Come on, let's go check out that room with all the swords and suits of armor in it.
You go ahead, Peter. I think I'll go back down to the library and look through some books. How about you, Lucy?
That room over there seems very interesting.
There's nothing in it but an old clock and a big wardrobe.
But it's the largest wardrobe I've ever seen. I want to take a closer look at it.
Claudette,
I'd rather explore outside.
but it's raining outside. Come on, let's go check out the story room.
All right, but only till we can go outside.
Don't get lost. It's almost time for dinner.
Oh, Susan, stop talking like mother.
Somebody has to be in charge since Mother and Father aren't here. Lucy, come downstairs to the library with me. It'll be a lot more fun than an old room with nothing but a wardrobe in it. Lucy? I thought she went in there. I guess she changed her mind. Well, our time here is going to be quite an adventure. Quite an adventure indeed.
I'll never catch her. Never. Hello, Miss Unicorn. Oh, good morning, Miss Beaver and Mr. Beaver.
What's so good about it?
What are you doing out so early?
I was trying to catch the white stag, but I missed her again.
Well, don't give up. The white stag will bring you good fortune if you can catch her.
I know.
It'll take more than good fortune to help any of us.
Poor dear. He's in a bad mood. His dam broke last night.
It's not that. It's this blasted cold weather. I'll never get used to it.
But it's always cold weather in Narnia, Mr. Beaver. There's nothing to be done about it.
Maybe there is something to be done about it.
And what's that, Mr. Centaur?
We can hope and pray that our king will soon return.
We keep hoping and praying, but he's not been seen for years. Not in my time or even in my father's time.
We must have more faith.
I think Mr. Centaur is right.
I think so too.
I think we should break up this meeting in a hurry.
Why not, Mr. Beaver?
Shh, listen.
Come on, you! No more stalling!
It sounds like Fenris old.
That scoundrel.
I'm terribly sorry, sir.
And Tumnus, the fawn.
Poor Tumnus. How dare he get himself mixed up in that bad business?
Whatever the reason, he's in a mess. And we will be too if we're caught by that rascal Finnersolf.
Mr. Beaver's right. Goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye. Don't forget to pray diligently for the return of our king.
Who was just here? What was that flurry of activity?
Probably just a blizzard, sir.
Probably the enemy, but all swiftly scatter upon the arrival of Fenrisul, captain of the Queen's secret police. Now, why were you late coming to your post again this morning?
I really don't think I'm needed here, sir. A child of Adam and Eve has never come this way before.
But one will come someday, and it's your job to catch him. In fact, a child of Adam and Eve may come along even today. There's a smell of human in the air, and if one gets here and you let him escape, you know what the Queen will do to you.
Turn me into a stone statue?
At the very least. Now, I must check on the other sentinels. Maintain your post, knave.
Yes, sir. Whatever you say, sir. Oh, how did I get myself in this fix? My father would be so disappointed in me. If I'm lucky, a child of Adam and Eve will never come this way. But if one does, I can take him to the witch, and she'll reward me. But that would be wrong. Oh, I'm perplexed, as usual. I don't know what to do, except what I usually do when I'm perplexed. Play my pipe. Goodness gracious me!
Oh, I'm terribly sorry.
Who are you?
My name's Lucy.
Lucy, are you a daughter of Eve?
What?
A daughter of Eve, a human.
Of course I'm human.
Good. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Tumnus. I'm a fawn.
I'm very pleased to meet you, Mr. Tumnus.
Can you tell me, O Lucy, daughter of Eve, how have you come into Narnia?
Narnia? What's that?
It's this, all the land that lies between this lamppost and the distant castle of Cair Paravel in the eastern sea is Narnia. How did you get here?
It's very hard to explain. You see, I was exploring with my sister and 2 brothers.
Oh, there are 4 of you. Will the others be coming as well?
I don't know. I'm not even sure how I got here. We were visiting this house in the country, and I found a large wardrobe and a spare room.
Wardrobe? Spare room?
Spare room. Then I realized there was no back to the wardrobe. And suddenly I was here in
Narnia. Well, you'll be so glad you came. And I hope the others find their way here too. So I can show all of our beautiful country and introduce you to our mighty witch, Queen.
Everything seemed so magical.
Oh, it is. You can be anywhere you wish in Narnia, quick as a wink. For instance, perhaps you would like to visit the distant castle of Cair Paravel, or the home of our lovely witch, Queen. Or perhaps picnic at the great stone table. Or visit the home of our 2 forest friends, Mr. and Mrs. Beaver. Or even my own humble abode. Tumnus Towers, I call it. I like fancy names for simple things.
It's a fascinating place.
Perfect for the imagination, with a bit of help from the woodlands.
There's only one problem here, as I see it.
Yes?
It's so very cold. It was just summer a few minutes ago, where I came from.
In the land of the spare room.
Yes.
To be truthful, it is always winter in Narnia, but you'll get used to it. Shall we repair to Tumnus Towers for a spot of tea to warm us up?
Very well, I see no harm in it.
None at all. The nymphs have even brewed the tea for us.
Thank you. It's delicious. I'm so glad I met you, Mr. Tumnus. You're a very nice fawn. And your music is so lovely. It makes me so warm and sleepy.
No,
What is it?
it's not true.
What's not true?
I'm not a very nice fawn. In fact, I'm a very bad fawn.
Not at all. You're the nicest fawn I've ever met.
How could I be when I worked for her?
Her who?
The White Witch, that's who. She calls herself a queen, but she's truly the evil ruler of Narnia. She's the one who always makes it winter here, but never lets us have Christmas.
What kind of work do you do for her?
I'm a kidnapper. I'm supposed to kidnap innocent children and take them to her.
I'm sure you wouldn't do anything of the sort.
But I am doing it. I'm doing it right now.
What do you mean?
I have to take you to the White Witch.
But you won't, will you?
If I don't take you to the White Witch, she'll saw off my horns, pluck out my beard, chop off my tail, or worse, she'll turn me into a stone statue with her magic wand.
Maybe she won't know us here. Oh, will you please let me go home, Mr. Tumnus?
Of course I will. I didn't know what a human was like before I met you. But now I know. I can't take you to the White Witch. I'll take you back to the lamppost. From there you can find your way back to the land of the spare room.
Thank you, Mr. Tumnus.
We must go quietly. The forests are filled with their spies. Will you ever forgive me for what I meant to do?
Of course. And I hope you won't get into any dreadful trouble on my account.
Farewell, Lucy, daughter of Eve. Oh, and may I keep this handkerchief as a reminder of our pleasant visit?
Certainly.
Oh, I hope none of her spies saw me. I feel ever so much better about everything. From now on, I'm going to turn over a new leaf. I'm going to be a much better fawn.
Aha! Tumnus, your treachery has been detected! You had a human in your very grasp and you let her go! The queen will deal with you. Tumnus the traitor! I order this house destroyed! You won't be needing it any longer, betrayer of the queen! This document will serve notice to any other traitors who may have the same notion as you. Come, Tumnus, soon your name will be written in stone. Your very own!
Lucy, you're crazy. It's just a big old wardrobe like any other big old wardrobe. The closet coat's inside. It's stuffy. And dark. And cold. Cold? It was warm in the wardrobe.
But now, we're in Narnia.
Narnia?
You didn't believe me. I went to tell Peter and Susan as well, but you're the person I found. And I wanted to get out here as soon as possible.
I thought you were teasing, but I guess you were right after all.
Now, the first thing we must do is see if Mr. Tumnus the Fawn is safe. Or I hope the White Witch didn't get him.
Witch? There's a witch here in Narnia?
An evil witch who has magic, so it's always winter and never Christmas. Now, where on earth, I mean in Narnia, is Mr. Tumnus' home? I thought it was right over here. Come, Edmund.
I'll stay right here, thank you. I've no desire to go traipsing off after some silly fawn. I'll be right here next to the lamppost if I stay. I'm not sure I like it here.
Please don't leave without me. I'll be right back. After I make sure Mr. Tumnus is okay.
Narnia, I didn't believe Lucy, but she was right. It's a fascinating place, I'll admit. But all this business about fawns and witches and...
Hold there. Are there any good to that tree wood?
Yes, Majesty. Consider it done.
Now, let us follow the smell of the intruder.
You there!
Who, me?
Yes, you kneel in the presence of the mighty ruler of Narnia.
But I am kneeling.
Lower! That's more like it.
What, pray, are you?
My name is Edmund.
Is that how you address the queen?
I'm sorry, Your Majesty. I thought you were a witch.
A witch? I am a queen. The queen of Narnia. Now I repeat, what are you?
I'm a boy, Your Majesty.
A boy? A boy? Did you hear that? You're a boy.
He must be a son of Adam.
He looks more like an idiot. Tell me, boy, how did you enter into my dominion?
Through a wardrobe, Your Majesty. I'm not sure exactly how it happened, but in an instant, I was here.
A wardrobe. A passageway from the other world. What? This could ruin everything. It could even be the beginning of that giant prophecy. Alas. My poor boy. How cold you look. Or bring him something warm to drink.
Thank you, Your Majesty.
Now, are there any more of you? Humans, I mean, in these parts?
I have a sister, Lucy, who is looking for a fawn.
She must be the daughter of Eve, who escaped from that fool Tumnus. Well, you and Lucy, you say, that's only 2 humans. And the prophecy said there would be 4. So there's nothing to worry about unless... You don't have any other brothers or sisters, do you?
Yes, Peter and Susan.
What? Where are they?
Still at the house we're visiting, on the other side of the wardrobe.
Edmund, Lucy, Peter, and Susan. 2 sons of Adam and 2 daughters of Eve. That's 4. Just as the prophecy has said, this is horrible!
What's wrong, Your Majesty?
Oh, nothing. Nothing at all. I just meant that it's horrible that your brothers and sisters aren't here with us now. I would take all of you to my castle. I would make them the Duke and Duchesses of the land. But you, my dear Edmund, because you are special and I found you first, I would make you the Prince of Narnia.
Really?
And someday you would be king.
King? You mean it?
here's your delightful drink.
Sweet and creamy and delicious.
It's wonderful.
And you must have a little something to eat with it as well. What is your favorite candy?
Oh, that's easy. Turkish delight.
Then Turkish delight it shall be. Enjoy, my little prince.
It's the best Turkish delight I've ever tasted. May I have more?
Of course. Back in my castle, I have rooms filled with Turkish delight.
Well, then let's go there right now.
First, you must fetch the others.
I can bring them another
Now.
time.
My dear, bring them to my castle. It's between those two hills and you can't miss it. You'll smell the Turkish delight all the way. Dwarf, come. Let us prepare for our esteemed guests. Oh, Edmund, don't tell the others about me just yet. I want them to be surprised when they see me. Let's keep this visit our little secret. Don't spare the whip on the reindeer, dwarf. We have much to do in a short time.
Turkish delight. Rooms filled with it. Yes, I will bring Peter, Susan, and Lucy to the queen. I'm glad she told me she was a queen, or else I might have mistaken her for a witch.
Edmund, this is terrible. I can't find Mr. Thomas anywhere.
Perhaps we should go get Peter and Susan to help us find him.
You really want to. I didn't think you liked it here.
Maybe this place deserves a second look after all, especially that large castle between those two hills.
Good, we'll go get Peter and Susan.
And this time we'll get some coats out of the wardrobe. It's cold here.
As I told you, it's all the witch's fault.
Oh, go on, Lucy. There's no such thing as a witch in Narnia.
The broken dam will just have to wait.
Yes, this other business is much more important. Look, there's Unicorn. We'll tell her.
Mrs. Unicorn, over here if you will.
Oh, good, it's you. I was afraid it was that awful Fenrir's Ulf.
He left some time ago.
Dragging the unfortunate Mr. Tonus with him.
How do you know?
They passed right by us. He hid behind the dam.
Fenrir's Ulf didn't see us. Mr. Tonus did. And he dragged us so we would find it.
What is it?
We're not sure, but we believe it belongs to a human.
It has the smell of the daughter of Eve.
You think that a human has been here?
Yes, and that Thomas let her go. That's why he was in such trouble with Fenrir's Ulf.
So where is this human now? If there was one.
Who knows?
She's smart. She left Narnia the minute she had the chance. Never to return.
Or to return with others.
Others? You mean other humans?
Perhaps. Remember the prophecy?
2 sons of Adam and 2 daughters of Eve. Is it possible?
Who knows? We'll just have to wait and see. Listen! I just heard the most wonderful news. They say he has arrived in these parts.
Our king?
Yes, and that he's on the move. They say he will likely appear at the stone table any time now.
This is wonderful news. Mr. Centaur, we're expecting the arrival of children, human children. They could be here at any minute. If they reach them, the prophecy will be fulfilled.
But what if the witch gets to them first?
We must protect them from the moment they arrive till they reach the stone table.
And keep them hidden from the witch.
Exactly. But which of us will watch them? They might be afraid of me.
They might not trust me. Unicorns are only make-believe in their world.
Mr. and Mrs. Beaver, will you help them? Protect them from danger. But
It's this way. Come on.
I still don't believe you.
It's here somewhere. Look for the lamppost.
they're coming. Will you please take care of them? But
Oh, but of course. I'm gonna prepare something for dinner.
Mr. Centaur, let's go and see if this good news you've heard is true.
Yes, let's go immediately. What if the children are afraid of me too? Or don't trust me? I better hide until I can get my wits together.
Just a little further.
That's it.
Are you sure it's this way?
Yes. I see the lamppost. Follow me.
Now are you convinced, Peter?
Yes. Lou, I apologize for not believing you.
It's so different. And also very cold.
That's one of our these coats from the wardrobe, Susan.
Well, Where do we look first?
And we should explore. Let's go in that direction.
Don't forget where the lamppost is. That's our landmark. We'll need to find it if Lister's are home.
I think we should go home now. It's scary here.
Oh, don't be such a goose, Susan. Where's your, boot?
Ah!
Sense of adventure.
Whether we stay here or not, we must at least find poor Mr. Thomas.
But you tried already. You couldn't even find his house.
I could have sworn it was right over here.
Look. What's that?
A message of some kind. The former occupant of these premises, Von Tumnus, is under arrest and awaiting his trial on a charge of high treason against Her Imperial Majesty Janus, Queen of Narnia.
Signed Fenris Ulf, Captain of the Secret Police. Long live the Queen.
Oh no!
Who is this, Queen? Lou?
She isn't a real queen at all. She's a horrible witch who makes it always winter and never Christmas in Narnia.
It doesn't seem safe here. I think we should go back home now.
But we must find poor Mr. Thomas. It's my fault that he's in trouble.
Suppose Lou is right.
Very well. But this place worries me.
Where do we go first?
I think we should look for something to eat.
Oh, you're always thinking about your stomach.
And you're always thinking about your hair and your clothes and how good you
Oh,
are.
well, let me finally find you one.
Please, you two, stop acting like brothers.
I just wish I knew where Mr. Thomas was in prison.
Let's head towards that castle between those two hills.
Perhaps it'll be warmer there.
Very well.
What was that?
Well, nothing scaredy cat. Let's go.
Who's there?
Are you the sons of Adam and the daughters of Eve?
We're some of them.
Quick, come with me. We are not safe here.
What do you mean?
Many of the forest creatures are our friends, but some are on her side. The trees have ears, if you know what I mean. Come, let us go.
Wait a minute. I say we head for the castle. Who wants to listen to a silly beaver?
Stop being so smug and pay attention to him.
How do we know he's a friend?
Here is my token.
My handkerchief!
Mr. Thomas dropped it so that we would know to expect you. Now please, come quickly. We must get you safely to our king.
Your king.
Aslan!
Aslan?
Aslan.
The very name makes me feel brave and adventurous.
The name sounds like a delightful strain of music to me.
It warms me up. It makes me feel like summer.
It gives me a bad feeling. Like some mysterious horror.
What is wrong with you? And why are you acting so strange?
How else am I supposed to act in a strange place? I say we head for the castle.
I say we go with Mr. Beaver.
I too.
And I.
3 against 1 then. Come on.
Mrs. Beaver! We're here! I found them. The sons of Adam and the daughters of Eve.
Oh, welcome. I have prepared some dinner for you, fresh from the smokehouse outside. It looks delicious.
Yes, indeed. I'm famished.
We're very grateful for your hospitality. Aren't we, Ed?
I prefer Turkish delight.
What, dear?
He said it's perfect, Ed. He's delighted.
Before we eat, let us each say a word of thanks and hope for the coming events. Good. Now enjoy the meal.
How very honored. We are the children of the prophecy here with us. What do you mean, children of the prophecy?
I'm not even sure what prophecy even means.
It's something that's predicted. Lucifer is probably going to happen.
Oh. What exactly is the prophecy, Mr. Beaver?
It's told in the form of a rhyme. Wrong will be right when Aslan comes in sight. At the sound of his roar, sorrows will be no more. When he bares his teeth, winter will meet its death. And when he shakes his mane, we shall have spring again.
Who is Aslan? A man?
Certainly not. He is the king of the wood, and son of the great emperor beyond the sea. Aslan is a lion, the great lion, We have heard that ye may be in Narnia, even as we speak. If it is true, we will take you to the stone table early in the morning, so that you may meet him.
Help us fulfill the prophecy.
But how do we fit into all of this?
We still don't understand about the prophecy.
But you will. Listen to the rest of the rhyme. Adam's flesh and Adam's bone sits at Cair Paravel enthroned. The evil time will be over and done.
What does that mean? Adam's flesh and Adam's bone.
It means humans.
You're the first humans ever to come to Narnia.
But what about the queen? And the dwarf? Aren't they human?
You mean the witch and the dwarf? She'd like you to believe they're human, but they're not. They're evil through and through. Not a drop of human blood in them.
This Cair Paravel that you mentioned, how many thrones are there?
4. 2 for the sons of Adam,
And 2 for the daughters of Eve.
and when they are filled, it will mean the end of the witch's reign and her life.
2 and 2.
You are the 4.
It's quite a responsibility.
It's quite a necessity. We count on you to help fulfill the prophecy.
Even though the adventure will be filled with danger.
Well, I for one am ready.
I too.
And I.
What about you, Ed?
Ed?
Edmund,
Where could he have gone? Perhaps to get some air.
do you think he's ill? He hasn't looked well since we got here.
Wait a minute. You said something about a witch and a dwarf. We know nothing of a dwarf. Is there any such a person?
Yes, he drives the witch's sleigh.
That means Ed must have already met with her.
And eat her food, no doubt. He had that look. He is surely under her spell.
He's probably well on his way to her castle by now.
Well, then we must go there and stop him.
No, you mustn't go near the witch.
She would turn you all to stone with her magic wand.
But we have to get Ed back. Aren't all 4 of us needed to fulfill the prophecy?
What shall we do?
If Aslan is indeed in Narnia, we can ask him what to do.
We shall set the stone table first thing tomorrow.
I say we set out right now. When Edmund tells the witch where we are, she'll come here and turn us all to stone.
This is the place, all right.
Oh no!
Is that?
I'm afraid so.
Looks like the witch has arrived already. There's no time for escape. Be brave, young friends.
You in there, make yourself presentable to an esteemed visitor.
It's the dwarf.
I resent that insinuation. I'm no dwarf, I'm an elf.
What's the difference? Either way, the witch is going to
Wait
come
a
in
minute,
here.
Peter. There's a difference. An elf, you say?
An elf, I said.
Elves aren't bad at all, if I'm not mistaken.
You're not mistaken. He's mistaken. You're Lucy.
You're clever. Very clever, because you know my name.
I know.
And you can only know my name, all of our names, if you work with the one who knows everybody's name.
Say who?
Father Christmas!
Do you mean that Father Christmas is actually here?
After all these years,
In the flesh, or the fur as it were. Ta-da!
Father Christmas!
I come at last. The powers of which have kept me away for quite some time. But lately, I felt stronger, more like myself. That's why I'm starting to make my rounds again.
They say that Aslan's on the move.
That must be the answer. Well, are you ready for your gifts? First, Mr. Beaver. I prepared them and mended the leak.
Why?
A simple thank you will suffice.
Thank you.
And Mrs. Beaver, in the room next to the smokehouse, I have left for you a brand new sewing machine.
Oh my,
What he said.
Thank you!
Peter, son of Adam,
Yes, sir.
these are your presents. They're tools, not toys. The time to use them is perhaps near at hand. The sword is yours. Bear it well. Susan, daughter of Eve. These are yours. 1 second. Use this bow only in great need, and Blow this horn whenever you're in trouble, and help us some kind will come to you.
Thank you, sir.
Lucy, younger daughter of Eve. Aha! In this bottle is cordial made from the juice of fire flowers. If you or your friends ever get hurt, a few drops will restore you. And this dagger is to defend yourself, but use it if only absolutely necessary.
Thank you, Father Christmas.
Well, we must be off. We have many more stops to make tonight. A Merry Christmas to you all, and long live the true King!
Long live the true King! And we too must be on our way. You just travel quietly and cautiously. The witch's spies are everywhere. Gifts of Father Christmas may well be needed before this journey is over. Come, let us go.
Who's there? Who goes there? Who are you, stranger?
If you please, sir, my name is Edmund. I'm a son of Adam. I bring news of my brothers and sisters. The Queen wanted to see them.
Very well. I shall tell Her Majesty. Meanwhile, stand still if you value your life, or you'll be turned to stone like the others in the outer courtyard.
You mean those statues out there used to be alive?
Yes, until they crossed Her Majesty and paid the price. An enemy of the Queen ultimately becomes a statue of stone.
Well, I'm sure they were all bad to the Queen, or she wouldn't have turned them into statues. She was certainly nice to me. Nicer, I'll bet, than that old Aslan, whatever his name is. Yes, I'm sure the others will like the Queen. She said she would make Peter a duke, and Susan and Lucy duchesses. But I'll be the prince, and someday the king. I'm going to love it here, staying with the Queen who was so kind and good.
Where's the little fool? How dare you come here alone? Did I not tell you to bring the others?
I did the best that I could, Your Majesty. I just wanted to let you know that they were here in Narnia, and I can bring them to you after they've been to meet Aslan.
You! Do not dare to speak that name in my presence again!
Yes, Your Majesty.
So, he's arrived, has he?
Perhaps it's only a rumor, Your Majesty.
No, it must be true. Everything seems to be getting warmer. Even the snow in the fields are starting to melt. Where are your brothers and sisters now?
They were at the home of the Beavers, but they might have set out for the stone table to meet him.
We must capture the children before they reach that creature.
Capture the
Quiet, you! I shall never allow the prophecy to come true. Never! Dwarf, make ready to slave for a journey. We must leave immediately.
Your Majesty, my friend left to walk. And the reindeer can't travel without snow, and they'll sink into the
Shall
mud.
go on foot. Make yourself chief of my secret police. You are the fleetest of all my army. Go ahead of us and overtake the humans before they reach the stone table. Kill anything in your path, especially the beavers for harboring the enemy.
I hear and obey my queen.
Dwarf, tie the hands of this human behind his back and drive him ahead of us with your whip.
With pleasure, Your Majesty.
But Your Majesty, what about my
Fetch
catch?
the rifle.
But I'm hungry.
Move. I said move.
she be? Spring flowers?
No doubt about it. Spring is in the air.
It must be getting warmer. When we stopped for a rest back in that meadow, we all took off our coats and forgot to put them back on.
So we did.
Listen.
Look!
Aslan! All hail Aslan! All hail Aslan!
He's here! He's here at last!
Go speak to him.
No, you first.
Sons of Adam before animals.
Very well. Come on, everybody. Let's go. Aslan, we have come.
Welcome Peter, son of Adam. Welcome Susan and Lucy, daughters of Eve. Welcome he-beaver and she-beaver. But tell me, where is the other son of Adam?
He has tried to betray his brother and sisters and has joined the White Witch for
It
Aslan.
was hardly my fault. Aslan, we were fighting. That may have pushed him in the wrong direction.
Please, Aslan, is there anything that can be done to save Edmund?
All shall be done, though it may be harder than you think. In the meanwhile, let a feast of celebration be prepared in yon pavilion. You will find food and drink in abundance there. Peter and I shall join you momentarily. Son of Adam,
Yes, Aslan.
look far into the distance where Narnia meets the sea. There is a castle.
Yes, I see it.
It is Cair Paravel of the 4 thrones. If the prophecy is to be fulfilled, you, your brother, and your sisters will sit in those thrones.
Yes, Mr. and Mrs. Beaver explained it to us, but don't all 4 of us have to sit together?
Yes.
Then what about Edmund? What if the witch is already... What was that?
Your sister Torn.
Father Christmas told her to blow it only when there was trouble. Something dreadful must have... What is it, Susan?
A monster coming to play! It's right behind us!
Can you tell who or what it is?
I'm afraid it is Fingerslow, captain of the witch's secret police.
Aslan, will you protect us from
No, but you will.
me?
Stand back. Let the prince win his spurs.
Well, so the great Aslan has returned. My queen will be very interested in this news. Before I go with the mighty one, care to test my strength? Are you so afraid of the great Fenris oath that you would designate a mere mortal to fight in your stead? Well, I shall make quick work of him, just as my queen's army will quickly dispatch of you and your cowardly crew in the wink of an eye. Ah!
Peter!
Ah!
Well done, my son. You have given the beast your mortal wound. But let us hope she reaches the home of the witch before she dies.
But why Aslan?
So the rest of you can follow her and rescue the other son of Adam. Don't worry, your strength will be in your numbers as well as in your faith to accomplish the task. The children will stay here with me.
I think he went in this church. There was a trail of blood. He turned north of that grove of trees. Quickly follow him.
You have forgotten to wipe your sword. Now hand it to me and kneel, son of Adam. Now rise up. Sir Peter Fenris Bane. Your new name will tell the world that you were the destroyer of the evil wolf. Always maintain your courage and, whatever happens, never forget to wipe your sword.
Yes, Aslan.
And now, let us go to the pavilion to await the others. If all goes well, they will return with your brother.
It'll be difficult to reach the stone table before the humans do, unless they were delayed along the way. Surely better salt will bring news to us soon.
Please, your Majesty, may we rest just a bit.
No, you young fool, we must continue to the house. I said move!
Your Majesty!
That was horrible thing to hear.
The other son of Adam, at the bidding of Alice.
Do not dare to speak that name.
But he's here. He's at the stone table.
Yourself, my captain. They have slain her.
Now the prophecy will surely come true.
No, there are 4 thrones in Caravelle. If only 3 of them are occupied, the prophecy can never come true, and he can never rule over Narnia.
Then we had better do what we have to do at once.
Prepare the victim.
Please, your Majesty, what are you going to do to me?
Only the very same that your wretched brother did to my beloved captain.
Where they are! Quick!
After
What's
that.
that?
The forces of Aslan!
We are outnumbered. Quick, we must disappear.
Is he dead?
He's alright. He's only fainted. Where are the witch and the dwarf?
Quick, let us get the boy back to Aslan.
Very well. My old adversary. Aslan. Aslan! Yes, I can't speak his name, for he will soon be mine. The deep magic is on my side. Perhaps he's forgotten the deep magic, but I shall remind him. Dwarf, summon our allies to meet us as soon as possible. Call the ghouls, the boggles, the ogres. Call the crawls, the specters, the hags. This is war, and we shall fight with only one aim in mind. To end forever the name